We're back again tonight, and tonight I decided to look at my favorite manga series. I haven't looked at it in forever, so I figured let's look back at it and see where things are going. Also, I'm making a Ringo cosplay, so I've been rereading them a lot. Now, tonight we are going to look at the second volume of O Great's Air Gear. Ah! And so what's happened after the first volume is that Ikki has just run down his Air Trecks. They need maintenancing. He tries to get some from the girls, but in the end, he ends up finding out that there's a sports goods shop that he can go to and get all the parts and maintenance them, make them his own kind of thing. And while he's there, he ends up getting to finally meet the mysterious girl that he's been watching in the first volume, and her name is Simca. She's a cutie. She's also a big flirt. So, after meeting her and essentially being wooed by her cuteness and her flirty something. I was about to say aspirations, but that's flirty aspects. I think that was the word I'm looking for. Something like that. So after being wooed by her ways, he ends up getting himself into trouble with another Air Trek gang, all thanks to her, which really says a lot about her character for once you start getting to know her. Now, things I did not know. Now, things I liked, I tried to go ahead, but things I liked with this first volume is that we see the actual beginnings of Simca's and Ringo's jealousy towards each other, and who is going to win the emotions of Ikki and who will he wind up with, because while Ringo likes Ikki, Ikki likes Simca, and then Simca gets mad at Ringo at one point. Yeah, that whole thing. It gets started, which leads to a lot of shenanigans and some really entertaining things to happen later in the series. So that's where we start seeing the beginning of it. We also have Simca that we get introduced to, and like I said, she's a giant flirt. She will use guys to her advantage. Usually it's just because I think she's just bored, so she creates her own fun little games that she plays with them, and then she likes to watch them like it's TV. I kind of wonder why no one's doing their homework. Isn't that supposed to be a big thing, is people do their homework on the weeknights? I do, but I might be alone on that. That's okay, I like my homework. I do. I enjoy reading, especially anatomy. Anatomy is amazing. Same with biology. Kind of terrified with chemistry, but I think I'll get used to it, actually, because I have some basics down of it finally. Yay! Off that topic. I also enjoyed that we see more of Ikki's past experiences of being beat up and hurt by the girls that he lives with, helping him out in fights, mainly because then he doesn't get as injured as the generic person would. So that was entertaining to see again. It always makes me laugh with that part. We also have some more information that comes in about the Air Trek culture itself, when there is a gang battle, essentially. The gang that loses has to disband, which that is, rather disheartening. But so we get introduced to that. We also get a slight taste, an introduction of this thing called Parts War, where if you don't have the money or the parts you want are really expensive, if they're up for grabs in this Parts War, you can get into that action. We don't know too much on it yet, but it goes into it in Volume 3. So we get introduced to that concept. We also have the idea of the Wing Road, which we just hear the name. We aren't really sure what's going on, but it's going to be a vital part within the series. So if you read it, pay attention to it, kind of comprehend and study the panels. Yes, the panels. I got it right. I'm going to start using some comic terminology for these because I feel like it might actually work better with manga and whatnot. So we also have the introduction of that. Things I disliked. Now here we go. Things I disliked. Ikki is a very slow, progressing character. He is just like a little kid who's naive, and yeah. He's just a slowly progressing character, and it doesn't really make it easy to read with him. You just kind of like, Ikki, whatever. Kind of some funny moments, but that's about it. I also did not enjoy the fact that near the end we have the hook to the third volume, but we get so much of a hook It's too much. So all I really wanted to do was be like, okay, we've got this half here. Let's just finish it, or not put it there at all, or at least shorten it to be like, oh, who is this character who is so terrifying and rides around on a four-wheeled set of Air Trecks, like 4 wheels on each foot kind of thing. So, and those were just some of the things I didn't really like, especially because the second one does seem to move rather slowly, and yeah, it does need the hook just for you to get into the third volume. So overall, I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 stars. Hello, baby girl. And mainly it's because it's not my favorite volume. There's a couple volumes later in the series that I love to death, and this does not match up to it. I also don't like the fact that it's slow moving and that there's not much character progression with Ikki. So, yeah, 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it, but not thoroughly enjoyed it or anything like that. So, yep. I hope you guys had an awesome day. I have just been enjoying a day off and reading, and yeah, that's all I've been doing, reading. Go me! So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another review, and you guys have a great night, and don't feed the trolls. Bye!